Hey, I'm just sitting here thinking. I was watching a video about this lady. It's viral. It's on TikTok and YouTube. She went to an African braiding shop to get her hair braided, and they agreed to the price of $200 to do her hair, and it turned out beautiful. Her hair really did turn out really beautiful. But after she paid and was headed out the door, they wanted $50 more. I'm sure you've heard of the story, and if you haven't, please look it up. It's something they're talking about it on TikTok. They're talking about it on YouTube. They demand that she pay $50 more than what they had agreed on, and she had it in text and writing in through text messages that they'd agreed upon $200. And I really didn't want to come out and just jump on the bandwagon. I'm not a follower or anything like that. But anybody know me, know I love me some braids. And I usually get them done at African shops. And so that's why I wanted to put my little 2 cents on it. There's very rude. When I say rude, there's very rude services rendered at the African braiding shops. And for the ones who don't have poor service, it's not about you guys. I'm not talking about you. But so far, I've been getting my braids done since the early 90s by Africans shops. And when I say every mother effing one, every last one of them did pretty much the same type of service that she received, other than the jacket on my hair. Oh, God. She handled that in a way that she needs to be applauded for that. She needs to an award for that, because to not fight back, and I think I'm at that. I don't know if I'm at that level. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I'm at that level right now, because somebody snatched my hair. It's on and popping. I would have been missing more than 2 braids. I would have probably been missing a whole handful of braids, because I would have mopped that floor with every one of them. Anyway, God have mercy. Let me calm down. Let me calm down, because they picked the right one to do that too. I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I'm just saying her growth. Hopefully, my growth is there. Hopefully, but her growth and her, like she said, she had been to jail before for something she hadn't did, and I understand that. Because I had went to jail for some tickets before years ago in my name that I don't know why, when, where, who got tickets in my name. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't know. But anyway, long story short, nail shops. Let's talk about the nail shops and the African braiding shops. Y'all, if we're not getting good service, let's don't go to them. They talking their own language about it. I don't know what they're doing. Other races, any races, and I'm not racist, just don't make it about a racial issue thing. It's just that they don't treat us African Americans right. They don't. They don't. I tip, and depending on the service, I tip depending on the service rendered. If you do my hair right, I give you damn near half of what I paid for it to get done. But if you don't do my hair right at all, you have the wrong service, because they will do you. Maybe they'll beautify your hair. Yes, they will. But like they say, your edges will be missing. You'll be having breakage and all kind of stuff. No, y'all, no. Let's do better. Me personally, I hate wearing wigs, because I think that is so fake. But I do it. I wear wigs. I'm like, girl, you got to learn how to do your own braids, because these wigs is not popping. They're not popping unless you probably about spend $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 to $1,000 or some dollars on a good wig. Then yeah, you might be doing some. But bottom line is, I'm thinking about just going natural and doing, using what God gave me. Why not? We're beautiful, y'all. We're beautiful. All of us, every race, every color, we're all beautiful. We all have something uniquely about ourselves and about our own races and cultures that we should embrace. And I ain't there yet. When I say ain't there yet, I mean that when I do start wearing my natural hair again, I want to be done went to a good beautician that can cut me up right, get it all even, get it even so that I can, if I do a fro or something like that, or some braids, natural braids, a natural look, it'll look good if it's even and, if it's, groomed right. But yeah, y'all, I'm really feeling a way about that. I'm in my feelings about that, and I don't want to be feeling nobody else's pain, but I do, because I know the type of rude, disrespectful treatment I have received at different African braiding shops. Y'all, I'm embarrassed to even tell this story, but I'm going to tell it right quick. It wasn't the very last time. The second to the last time I went and got my hair braided. I hate going to deal with those people by myself because they rude, and I have a feeling they might one day try to click up on me, and and I know me, I'm pretty dang gone crazy. My mental state ain't that bad. You don't play with me like that. That's all I'm gonna say. So I was like, man, I don't want to have to, because I'm gonna defend myself anytime, any place, anywhere if I have to. If I feel threatened, that natural, that fight or flight reflex thing, it's gonna kick in. So I don't trust me in a situation like that. That's all I'm gonna say. But back to what I was saying, the second to the last time I got my hair braided, I called an old friend that I hadn't seen in a while, and I said, girl, come go with me to get my hair braided, and I get your hair braided so that we can talk and kind of entertain ourselves. Or there's power in numbers. I'm thinking maybe they won't be so rude and disrespectful like they normally are when they see you by yourself. Because I have seen, especially when I get my hair braided in Houston, I've seen families of girls that come, they ghetto, they don't pick with them. The ones come in eating they Popeyes chicken and talking straight shit. They don't fool with them. They sisters and cousins and brothers and boyfriends in and out and back and forth at the shop, rude, loud. They don't do no ma'am, no sir. They don't give those type of people problems. But the ones that come in prime and proper, professional, just want to get their hair done and come along, oh man, they be trying their gangster. I'm delivered. I was raised in the ghetto. That's what I'm trying to say. I was raised in the projects. And so I have a healthy balance. I have a whole bunch of holy and I got a whole bunch of hood. But I have tried to change my personality, my character, because the first thing people would say, an angry black woman. An angry black woman, you could be as innocent as I don't know what, because you're black, and if you're upset or you're hurt, they're going to say you're an angry black woman, and ain't nobody going to listen to you from there. So I've learned to be cool, calm, and collected. That's why I say hopefully I would have responded to a situation like that, like she did, because I had a whole bunch of crap going on with me in the workforce, on a job. They were very disrespectful and rude, and they was trying my gangster there too. But I was so prayed up. I was so prayed up, thank you, Jesus, that I could just see straight through them. And I was so calm. It amazes me how calm I was. But I'm mixing two different topics in one, but I'm just bottom line trying to say people will frustrate you and try to pull on your energy. And y'all, anybody, you all, I'm from Texas, so I say y'all, but you all, if you know, you know some services, these foreigners in their companies, when you get there, yes, they offer you wine, they offer you food, and the service be mwah, chef's kiss in the beginning. But once they get like halfway through the service, whether it's getting your hair braided or your nails done or whatever the service is, that's when the rudeness, the loud talking, the disrespect, sometimes you just want to say, wait a minute, that's okay. But then if you're not ready to sit down to get some braids, 2 hours of the 4-hour, 8-hour process, you're gonna be like, okay, I done been here this long, let me finish it up. But bottom line is, toward the middle or the end, the ghetto, the demons in them come out, y'all. I'm telling you, the demons in those people, the evil of them come out. You be like, why they so rude? And why they so mad? And why they so disrespectful? Sister, they don't like us. They ain't like us. They don't want to do our hair. They like our money. Yeah, I said it. They like our money. I'm finna start doing my own hair. I'm telling you, I'm finna start doing my own braids. Oh, I miss my mother doing my hair because she could do my hair. She could braid my hair up, baby. People thought I went to African braiding shop. And let's remember, sisters, color girls. Remember we used to get braids when we were kids? We've been doing our hair. Remember our mothers and our grandmothers and aunties and uncles and stuff? I don't know about no uncles, but our aunties and stuff and cousins used to, sisters and brothers used to, I don't know about no brothers, but we used to braid our own hair. Y'all remember that? We need to get back to that. We need to open up some shops and say African American braiding, or just braids. Let's take the ethnicity out. Let's take the racial stuff out. That's who don't just to say braids, micro braiding, freestyle braiding, or braiding shop, something like that, and let's diversify it. If anything, let's have braiders of all races. I don't know about that. That's big shoes. That's some big shoes to fill because I don't know if everybody know how to braid or not. But I'm just saying, let's not just feel like one particular group of people can do the hair and them only can do the hair. Oh, y'all. Anyway, I don't feel like really talking too long about that. But that topic brought me out of retirement. I had to speak. I had to say something because, man, they snatched that girl hair out of her head from her scalp. Who does that and why? Behind $50, they jeopardizing their business, freedom, because they went to jail, and possible deportation. May have to get shipped back to wherever they come from. That's sad. That's so sad. That's so sad. I have a whole bunch more to say, but I don't want to say it because, I pick my battles. But that right there just had it. We all need to be aware of stuff like that. It's been many times I set up in African shops. I was like, should I call my peeps? Should I call the Pope? These people's too rude and disrespectful. I'm checking on oh my God. It's just certain things that I won't tolerate no way. Like the checking on my head. I'm going to check you right there. Hey, wait a minute now. You hurt my head. That's why I said they know who to pick with. Hang on. Oh, man. I'm done with that. I'm just going to say, I hope that girl get her justice. And I hope anyone who's been wronged in any way get their justice. I pray that people get their justice because people see people alone by themselves acting like they well behaved and they feel like, oh, we got a perfect foolio. Oh, we can bully her or him. We're going to show them. We're going to we're going to double team them. You know what I'm saying? And don't know the spiritual teams and the mindset people have behind or with them. She was so smart to record that. And just imagine what happened before she turned her phone on that wasn't captured on her phone, Yeah. So I just had to give my little 2 cents about that situation. I don't know. I'm looking for an African American braider. Or white girl. I don't care who do it. Long as you ain't gonna be talking your another language and think you're gonna be checking on my head and rude to me. I tip good. I'm just saying. Bottom line, now I ain't looking for that. I'm gonna do my own head. That's what I'm gonna do. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Have a blessed day. Mwah! Smooches.